Hello everyone, my name is Arpata. So today we are going to discuss about unit number 1, the software problem and software process, lecture number 7. Now in this video we will discuss about a rational unified process. Now here each cycle will be divided into 4 consecutive processes in the rational unified process. Here is the inception phase, elaboration phase, construction phase and transition phase. So rational unified process, these are the phases involved in the rational unified process. So as you can see in the diagram, there are 4 phases: inception, elaboration, construction and transition. Now RUP is an or rational unified process is an iterative process model that was designed by Rational, now part of IBM. It was designed for object-oriented development using the unified modeling language. So in RUP, development of software will be divided into cycles. Okay, so each cycle delivers a full working system. Here what happens is the projects will be developed at each phase only with full working system. It is not that all the phases together forms a working system. Here the software will be divided into cycles. Now each of the inception, elaboration and construction, so in each cycle will deliver a fully working system rather than after all the phases. Each cycle is executed as a separate project. So in the inception phase will be executed as a separate project, elaboration will be executed as a separate project, construction separate and transition separate. So its goal is to deliver some additional capability to an existing system. So for a project, the process for a cycle forms a process. Now here each phase has a distinct purpose and completion of each phase is a well-defined milestone. So as you can see here, in the inception phase it has some predefined outputs. So each phase has some milestones. So in the inception phase, the milestone achieved here is life cycle objectives. So in purpose of inception phase is to establish goals and scope of the project, as well as completion of phase is the life cycle objective milestone. So in the inception phase we try to establish the goals and scopes of the project. So once it is established and phase is completed, the milestone achieved here is life cycle objectives. Now this milestone should specify the vision and high level capability of the eventual system. Based on the output of this phase, go decision may be taken. Now in the elaboration phase, the architecture of the system will be designed. So once life cycle objectives are done, the architecture of system will be designed, and so based on the detailed requirement analysis. Now after the completion of phase is the life cycle architecture milestone. Now in the construction phase, after the architecture is designed, the software will be built and tested. Okay, so this phase results in software product to be delivered along with associated user and other manuals. Now it results in initial operation capability. After the construction or coding of the project, in transition phase the software is moved from development environment to the client's environment. So once the testing and construction is done, the development will move to the client's environment. So where the client environment, where it is to be hosted. So where the product is to be hosted, that phase will be done in the transition phase. So we are moving the environment from development to the client's environment. Now successful execution of this phase results in product release. So once it is executed at the client's environment, the product is released into the market. Now in this model, each phase have multiple iterations. So you can see here, the elaboration has 2 iterations, construction has 3 iterations, transition has 2 iterations. Okay, in which an internal external customer delivers some well-defined output, which means elaboration phase, if something is wrong, again they will iterate the same phases. So the advantage of this model is, this methodology emphasizes on accurate documentation. It is proactively able to resolve the project risk that is associated with the client. Very less need for integration, as the process of integration goes on throughout the development process. The disadvantage of this model is software developer needs to be expert in their work to develop software under this methodology. So if you are developing a software under RUP, so he should be an expert in developing the software. The development process in this methodology is very complex and not exactly organized. Integration throughout the process of software products adds on the confusion during stages of testing. So in this video we have discussed about what is rational unified process model, advantages and disadvantages of RUP model. Thank you.